Oh my goodness, so many sophomore athletes here. YMCA. Yeah, this is participation at home if you'd like as well. And I think these are the leaders along with the sophomores. There it is, YMCA. I know, it's pretty fun. This is part of the swimming community. They have a whole lot of fun together, also a lot of support for each other. I think now we're getting, what is it, the juniors coming up? And now the seniors will make their way, including IASAS record shatter Liam making his way. We see Mizuki from ISKL, a senior who swam for 4 years.
Might be their last IASAS here.
This is it. This is your last IASAS dance, and for many of them, they're only since it was COVID canceled for 2 years.
Yeah, that's right. Their first year and their last year, which is very sad.
Yeah, you had to be a freshman. Congratulations. That was the YMCA. I think another song's coming up. Now they're going to get everyone up there on the blocks having some fun dancing.
I actually tore my ACL. I tore my ACL, so I got replaced.
Oh, is it the Macarena coming up now? I'm not sure how you do the turning and twisting from the blocks, but we'll find out.
So I can start sports again. Yeah, I know, but I'll be back to volleyball.
Oh yeah, now we've got the camera angles. It is the Macarena. Yes, you can sing and perform from home as well. Lots of people on the blocks for sure, as we see. It is Macarena, but you don't have to rotate and change camera angles apparently in this version. So Shelby, what is your assessment of these Macarena dancing skills?
I feel like there could be more energy, you know? I think they definitely just had lunch. You know, there needs to be some energy in this dancing.
Oh yeah, now they're facing backwards. They're getting that routine moving. The energy's definitely coming through.
No energy in lane 9 and 8. Oh, they're leaving.
The ISB crowd is now making a movement somewhere else, leading the way. Looks like ISKL is still going strong in lanes 2 and 3. You know, it's a tough thing here. You want to have fun, but you don't want to use all your energy on the Macarena when you have a final coming up.
That is true, too.
Oh, I see. They're splitting to both sides of the pools.
Okay.
So it's like parallel Macarena dancing.
We're having 360 degrees of Macarena right here.
Yeah, we need to get the parents involved. Come on, parents, you can do better with this Macarena, can't you?
Our MCs, if those who are watching right now, the MCs are doing the Macarena as well.
Ah, yes. So now the Macarena is all around. Ah, there we go. We've got it on the bulwark. We've got it at both ends of the pool. Hey, Macarena. I don't know how much you can hear at home through the speakers, but lots of fun going on here.
Yes, and I guess ISKL has won the Macarena contest.
Yes, we have our own Mr. Candler and Mr. Petra leading the Macarena from ISKL. It's coach time. Now Coach Lawson's coming in. Oh, yes, is that Manila's Bearcat coach? Here's a shout out for the Taipei Tiger coaches.
Oh, ISKL coaches are getting into the Macarena.
And now it's the SAS Eagles' turn for the shout out. The Eagles team seems to be watching quizzically. I'm not sure how much dancing is happening from the coaches. Hey, congratulations.
And we are going to start transitioning into marshalling right now for, which event are we starting with, Mr. Woodward?
Well, we will have the 400-meter freestyle in our afternoon finals. That'll be followed by the 100-meter butterfly. We did see two IASAS records go crashing down. No surprise there as both Hadley and Liam from ISB continue their historic run. That'll be followed by the 200-meter backstroke. We'll wrap up with the 50-meter free before the last relay, the always fun 4x4, 4x100-meter freestyle that'll take place. So indeed, it will be the B finals followed by the A finals. We'll start with the girls freestyle, and then we'll have the boys after that. We know there's lots of other action taking place all around IASAS. It does look like in the 5th-6th game in Manila, ISKL's taking a 2-1 lead against GIS. That's now in the second half, and will be a very close finish. It was only one try that separated them earlier when they played in the round robin.
And in the MS gym at ISM, I think the boys are playing. Is it the boys or the girls?
Yeah, ISKL's off to a 9-0 lead in the first quarter, it looks like, for the bronze medal match.
For the third position. I really hope they bring it home.
Oh, and a close game in the girls' matches. You're looking like a ISB 9, Singapore 8. Bit of a surprise in the girls' bracket as Singapore seeded 2 fell to the host Bearcats, and it will be ISM versus Taipei in the finals. So it's always tough to play when you are on your home court and you're the visiting team. You have all that home energy. So congratulations to the Bearcats. They'll be in both finals for boys and girls. And Taipei girls certainly look like they'll be tough to beat based on their round robin. Well, I don't know, Shelby, we're pretty biased, but it sure be nice if ISKL was able to bring a championship back and bring not a championship, but at least a medal from the bronze victory.
Yeah, the boys have been training really hard this season, and it would be really nice to see them come back with that bronze medal. And I believe that last time they played ISB, they won by one singular point. So hopefully they play well and they get a nice head start.
Yeah, they're off to a great start. The first part holding ISB has been cold from the floor.
ISB athletics has always been very strong. They always have very determined athletes, especially home court playing volleyball against them. Their girls are actually crazy at volleyball. But, let's hope our boys have something to show.
And here we're excited that you're joining us, spending your Saturday afternoon, or maybe it's in the middle of the night, Friday night, and if you're in North America. Let's get our start list here for the B final for the 400 freestyle. In lane 1, we have Alyssa from Taipei.
In lane 2, we have Ava from GIS.
In lane 3, Cameron from ISM.
In lane 4, Irving from SAS.
In lane 5 from Taipei is Isabel.
In lane 6, we have Charlotte from TAS.
And in lane 7 is Danny from ISB.
And in lane 8 is Maitland from ISKL.
It was quite a race this morning, if you're able to catch it. Some great things. Irving just missed out, I think, by about a second from the A final. Sasha, her teammate, was just ahead of her. And what an amazing race by Maitland. She had crushed her PB. And a little bit of a surprise as she is in this B final, beating out some of the people who came in with faster seed times.
Oh, wow. In this seed, we have Irving Stewart from SAS with the fastest time at 5:08.14.
So this will be for the 400. Take about 5 to 6 minutes for them to complete. So that's 16 laps of the pool.
And the athletes are off. All of them seem to have a very good start, and they are head-to-head, it seems. So far in the lead, we have Isabel Chen from TAS, followed by Charlotte Wu from TAS, and Irving Stewart from SAS.
Now we do know that Taipei and Singapore are very close competition for the team competition as they're competing against each other. And you know, the difference between 9 and 7 points in terms of who's first and second could make quite a difference. So certainly Isabel's come out strong trying to get some points for Taipei.
How long will do my job?
It does remain Isabel and Charlotte in 1-2 and Irving in third place, but also very, very tight is Cameron and Ava almost straight across there in lanes 2, 3, and 4.
Now, the 400 freestyle is an extremely tiring event, I think, because freestyle is probably one of the easier strokes, not as tiring, so you can kind of pace yourself. But then there's also the factor where you may overestimate the energy that you have during the event. So let's see how these athletes pace themselves, and let's see how well their stamina keeps up.
Yeah, that is tough. It certainly looks like Isabel and Charlotte have gone out much faster than I think Irving would have anticipated. There's two dangers here. You go out too fast and get tired, but you also go out slow and you realize you can't quite catch up.
That is true. You realize that maybe you were conserving your energy, but once you get to the final few laps, you don't have any more energy. So let's see, maybe Irving will come back with some speed that we didn't see before.
Yeah, we're right now, I think, coming up, what is this? It's easy to lose track, I know, for these athletes. I think, is this the
100-meter mark, I believe. So they're starting on their second set of 100.
Yeah, so that was the halfway point, 200 in, 200 to go?
I think they just finished 100.
150 maybe. Okay.
Maybe. We are not sure.
We'll certainly know as it comes home. It's easy to lose track when you've got 16 laps of the pool. We will see it hear the bell when we get the bell wrap, but it continues to be 1, 2, 3, Isabel, Charlotte, Irving. But Cameron from ISM in lane 3 is certainly very close.
And Irving is very close to Charlotte as well.
That gap is about 2 seconds, and now only a second and a half between second and third. So Irving has made up some ground, and about 2.5 seconds behind is Cameron. The parents are starting to raise the energy. You can hear that famous GIS cowbells, and that's a staple of IASAS for sure.
Oh, Irving is starting to catch up with Charlotte in this next lap. Isabel still has a hold on first place, but the fight for second is very, very close.
And indeed, Irving has now caught Charlotte. They are pretty much even, though on that turn Irving was slightly ahead, and she's closed that gap to only 1 body length. You can sure see them picking up the pace as they come down the final stretches.
And Irving has taken second place. She is about a body length ahead.
Lots of cheering from the crowd, and this is the bell lap.
Still holds her final place. But Irving is very close to taking first place. Let's see. Usually in the last few laps, or the last 2 laps, the swimmers will try to muster up some energy to sprint, but that obviously is very challenging.
It is the last 25, and Irving is pulling even. This will be very close, and a big swing between 9 points and 7 points for the B final. Irving is now maybe an arm's length ahead.
And Irving gets first place with a time of 5:03.53, followed by Isabel Chen from TAS with 5:04.67, and Charlotte Wu in third with 5:09.45.
And it's Ava who touches in fifth at 5:16. Oh, very close for 6. Alyssa just touches out Donnie. They're both at 5:28. And in 8th place, Maitland will be coming in. Irving took 5 seconds off her time from this morning, but Isabel took 8 seconds off her time. Another great swim by Maitland as she matches her time from this morning. And Alyssa Chang took 10 seconds off her time from this morning.
Wow. Now, 1 second in swimming is a lot, but 10 seconds, that's something you should be jumping up and down for, I think.
Yeah, and Taipei, what a great performance. Charlotte also took 11 seconds off her time from this morning. And so Taipei gets a second and third. That should put them a little bit closer to Singapore in the points title, but Irving does get those important 9 points in the B final. Now comes a fun tradition. This is for the final. We'll have the music, the tunnel, and the parade. I do believe it is Ann from ISKL who got to choose the music. She is the number 1 seed. Lots of cheering as they make their way through the tunnel and across the bulwark. Ann is in the time to beat. She was a clear 10 seconds ahead of Aria, who will be the 2nd seed from Singapore for this race. So Shelby, what would it mean? This is really, I think, Ann's last race in the ISKL uniform, besides perhaps the relay. I'm not sure if she's already done the relay. That she has already done this relay. So this will be last race as a senior. She could bring home a gold medal for the Panthers.
Let's hope she does. I mean, she already has 1 gold medal with her from yesterday. It would be very impressive to see her get another gold medal for ISKL, and it would be a nice parting gift as a senior, I think. You know, it would be a nice way to end off her senior year, a very memorable way to end off. So let's hope she performs her best today, and let's hope that she even gets a PB.
So in this final 8 for the A finals, Fallon from ISM's in lane 1.
We have Alana from ISKL in lane 2.
Olivia from GIS in lane 3.
And from lane 4 and from ISKL.
Right next to her is Aria, who actually hosted her at events earlier this year from SAS.
We have in lane 6 Uma from GIS.
And Isabel from Taipei in lane 7.
We have Sasha from SAS in lane 8.
So 3 ISKL Panthers, 2 Dragons, and 2 Singapore Eagles in this final.
And these swimmers are off. Looking at their current times from this morning, we have 3 swimmers that have times above 5 minutes, whereas the rest have times under 5 minutes. So we have a range from about 450 to 458. So with, I believe, Aria from SAS, and from ISKL having the fastest time at 440.22.
And at the first 50, Ann has already taken a little bit of a lead. She's about a half second over Olivia from GIS. In third is Aria from SAS in lane 5, but she's neck and neck with Uma from GIS in lane 6. Here we come up at the first 100. Let's see what their splits are here. Aria's moved into second, but it is still close. Only a second separating first and third place. Uma in fourth, Isabel in fifth, Alana in sixth, Fallon in seventh, and Sasha in eighth.
And still has position 1, and she still seems to be conserving her energy. Aria and Olivia come very close for second, and we have Uma from GIS and Alana from ISKL neck and neck as well.
Yeah, it is now about one body length ahead, and about 2 seconds is that difference between Ann and Aria and Olivia, who are fighting for the silver medal space at the moment.
Wait, do we have the swimming live stream? I want to see like the
We're just over 2 minutes, and this is the halfway point of the race. That split is 2:15. Certainly a good time.
We still have Aria and Olivia fighting for second place. Anne is about 2 body lengths ahead of her fellow swimmers. This seems like a very successful swim for Anne.
Well, Ann does look like she's comfortably in the lead, maybe 3, even 4 body lengths ahead at this time. And that split is 2:50 as she makes a turn. She's a full 5 seconds ahead, but less than half a second separates Aria and Olivia for that silver medal position.
And Anne should be on her last minute of the swim. I believe after she turns at this point will be the last 50. Or I may be wrong.
I think that is the 300 meter mark, so there will be 100 more to go. We'll hear the bell when the bell lap comes. But oh my goodness, it is just about 0.2 of a second, 0.3 of a second separating second and third. That's going to be close.
Yeah, let's see whose stamina can upkeep this race.
Alana is also putting in a great race as she is contesting for 4th place. That's the difference between lane 2. Here is the bell lap.
We are on our last 50 meters. Let's see if Anne can muster up the energy to sprint.
So Ann took 4 seconds off her PB this morning. 4:40 is her personal best time to beat. She came in 4:44. Now we have the bell lap for lanes 2, 6, and 7. It's going to be close for silver, and it's also going to be close to see how Ann does it. She brings it home. Her pace improving and her pace increasing. She is going to come in a PB. Wow, 4:34, another 6 seconds. Olivia does get second at 4:43. Aria just behind her at 4:44.
And Aria was about ahead of Olivia right before the last lap.
Oh, and so close. Uma just out touches Alana for 4th place. And Alana's in 5th. In 6th place is Isabel. In 7th place is Fallon, and Sasha finishes in 8th place. Oh my goodness, improvements all around. Sasha up by 4 seconds from this morning. Fallon up by 2 seconds. And Uma, what a race by her. She takes 2 seconds off her time, but Ari was actually 6 seconds faster. And Olivia 9 seconds faster than she was this morning.
Wow, that is a very successful race for a majority of the swimmers there.
And congratulations to ISKL. Congratulations to Anne, the senior who brings home another gold medal to her trophy kit collection.
And how many points does that give ISKL, Mr. Woodward?
So that's 18 points for first place. Second place will get 16 points. So that first to second is an important gap. And then 15, 14 down to 10.
So we have our 400 freestyle finals for the boys, seed heat 1. And in lane 1 we have Ian from GIS.
In lane 2 we have Kieran from Bangkok.
In lane 3 we have Benjamin from ISKL.
Quinn from SAS is in lane 4.
We have Adam from TAS in lane 5.
And Clement from GIS is in lane 6.
Samuel from ISB in lane 7.
And Jonah from Singapore is in lane 8. And this morning again, Jonah and Samuel did phenomenal races, shattering their PBs to make it into this B final. They are off. It will be 400, so hard to tell from the first thing, but a bit of a surprise in that Adam's out a fair bit faster than Quinn. At the first 50, Adam will come in at first at 31. 31.74. Second is Quinn. In third is Ian in lane 1. We'll see if he can hold up that impressive pace.
You make it sound like exciting than it is. You make it sound like exciting than it is. Oh, it is very exciting.
It is close all across, first, second, third, and also Ian from GIS also swimming very well in lane 1, well above the pace he had this morning. A great move being made by Ben. This morning we did see him go out fast and he faded a little bit earlier at the end.
Let's hope he learns from his mistake this time. He seems to be keeping up with the pace quite well. Maybe if he has some energy later in the last 100, he can surpass number 1. But so far it's neck to neck for position 2 from Ben and Quinn.
Yeah, it doesn't help to leave anything in the tank after 400, but you have to have something for the last 200. That's for sure. Ben has given everything he's got, and he's just behind Adam. He's actually ahead of Quinn, but this race is still early as we come up on the 90-second mark.
Yeah, Ben seems to be losing a little bit of steam over there.
Yeah, Ben does take a lead there, and Adam, Quinn, and Ben are all even across the board in lanes 3, 4, and 5. Samuel, should be noted, swimming an incredible race again this morning from ISB. He came in this morning with a seed time that was not expected to advance of 5:43, and I think he took a good 30 seconds off his time. Ben continues to be in first place, now almost by half a second. It's also going to be very close. It does look like Clement has a bit of a lead, but that race for 5th place looks even across the board at this point. Wow, this is a test. Ben has gone out fast yet again, and it's paying dividends so far. Can he keep that pace and keep that form? I know sometimes when you get tired, your form also seems to lapse.
Yeah,
Those breathing, the turning.
I mean, all swimmers have different breathing techniques. There's the 3 strokes before you breathe. Sometimes people only breathe on one side. It really depends, but once you start losing energy, it's really hard to keep up those techniques that you're taught in training. But everyone finds different ways to make it there. I know that when I used to swim, I used to never breathe the first lap, and that usually always got me PBs, but you know, it's different for every swimmer.
Yeah, it's also true for a sprinter. You can see that great point, Shelby. You see Quinn in lane 4, the standard every other stroke. So he'll breathe once to the right, take an extra stroke to the left, whereas Ben is pretty much breathing every time to his right side, I think. Quinn has passed him. He's up by still half a second, but Ben's doing a great race in lane 3. This is the bell lap. Quinn's now 1 body length ahead. He comes in at 4:06. Ben's at 4:08.
And you start to see that they are breaking into a sprint with their bigger kicks, their more explosive arm movements. Let's see if they can sustain that. I wonder if Ben can overtake first, but Quinn does have a very good lead in first.
Oh, it's so exciting as the crowd gets thrilled. The bells are ringing. Samuel's on his bell lap, and here comes Quinn, bringing it home. Quinn will be first. It looks like Ben will be second, but Adam's closing fast.
Let's go, Ben. And Ben gets second with a time of 4:44.31, closely followed by Adam in lane 5 with a time of 4:44.43.
That was amazing. Adams closed. He made up a body length in just a few meters and just was barely touched out by 0.12 of a second.
And you can see the swimmers, Ben and Adam, just talking about how close their race was.
Yeah, Kieran at 5:07 gets 5th. Samuel comes in at 5:13. In 7th, Ian in lane 1. And Jonah at 5:21 comes in. So Samuel again has taken 4 more seconds off the time after he took almost 30 seconds off his time this morning. What a day he's having.
Yeah, that's a lot of improvement from Adam.
Yeah, congratulations to Quinn. He picks up those important 9 points. That'll be 7 for Ben and ISKL, 6 for Adam, and then the rest of the way down the scores as we have those points.
Now we are moving into the second heat of 400 freestyle finals. And this will, a lot of the swimmers have times ranging from 4:17 all the way up till 4:43. But this will be a promising race from a lot of our swimmers.
Yeah, Toby was the favorite on paper, at least earlier. All 3 of the top persons, I think, are they only sophomores? They're only 15 years old.
Yeah, they're only sophomores, and they have a very bright future ahead of them. Let's see if they can improve their times today.
Yeah, so Kai had an amazing race, shaving a whole, I think, 8 seconds off his PB to be the number 1 seed. So he chooses the music. Looks like Toby's got the GoPro to remember this forever and have the little parade. So he sees and has those memories of IASAS lore. We do have 3 Taipei athletes. That'll really help their point total. Rune and Sean from ISB are come in trying to catch Taipei in the points total from this morning. We'll try to introduce these athletes as they are introduced to the crowd. But it's going to be another exciting race, and this will be even faster than the last one.
Introducing the swimmers. Lane 1, Run from ISB.
In lane 1, we have Run from ISB.
In lane 2, we have William from TAS.
In lane 3, from ISB, we have Sean.
In lane 4, from SAS, we have Kai.
Toby from the host Panthers of ISKL is in lane 5.
We have Justice in lane 6 from TAS.
In lane 7, Kinzo from Manila.
And once again, in lane 8, we have Brian from TAS. So in this seed, we have Kai from SAS with the fastest time of 4:17.85.
They are on the block, so be quiet before the crowd erupts.
And these swimmers are off.
Off the blocks, it looks like Sean has the best start of anyone, but that doesn't matter quite as much as the power that you have, and this is going to be fast. Already Kai's laying down a marker slightly ahead of both Sean and Toby, but it is close all across the board. Also, William in lane 2 is neck and neck with the leaders.
This is a very close race, and they've already started strong. I mean, a little bit faster than what we've seen previously from the other swimmers.
Yeah, 1 through 5. Let's see, it's a half a second separating 1 through 5. That includes Justice from Taipei in lane 6.
And Toby seems to have gotten ahead of Kai. But it is very close from Kai, Toby, and Justice.
Yeah, the surprise leader is William in lane 2. He comes in with a seed time that's nearly 18 seconds below the leaders, but he, much like Ben in the earlier race, is saying, I'm going to go out and leave it all I have. It's probably your last swim that you have for this IASAS.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they got to give it their all, because if they don't, they might regret it once they go off to college or, once they start with their new team.
The interesting thing to note about this race is, I'm not sure if Justice, but otherwise there are no seniors in this race. Justice may also be a junior. We only have their ages, but this may be a repeat of future years. Kai has taken a little bit of an arm length lead, it looks like. He is half a second ahead of Toby. In third place, William continues to be strong, and Justice is right there. Sean is faded just a little bit, about a body length behind the leaders.
It is once again very close between Kai and Toby with about 1 second difference. Justice follows just behind Toby with not even a second, under a second of difference.
Also important to note for those points, it does look like sixth place is almost identical. 6, 7, and 8 across the board is really, really close. Oh my goodness, Toby and Kai, this is going to be fun as it comes home. But now Justice is bringing it on and making up a bit of ground. You notice how closely Justice is hanging that lane line, trying to get as much in the wake of Toby or the other swimmers to give him every little advantage he can. Look at those long, strong strokes. They haven't quite picked up the pace yet. That's at the 2:40 mark. Kai, Toby, Justice, Sean is 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice 25 from Toby as he reverses that lead and takes a only 0.03 of a second. That hardly matters. They are as close as can be.
And here, I mean, Toby and Kai are very similar in height, so it really depends on the power that they can muster up, how much they kick, how much they pull. And Toby seems to have gotten ahead from that push-off. And we're coming down to our last 50, I believe.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the bell lap yet. Could it be double gold for the ISKL Panthers? Certainly earlier, we saw that Ann did her job. Can Toby hold off and get a gold for ISKL? He's opened a bit of a lead. He's almost a body length ahead, and here comes the bell.
We are on our last 50, and Toby is in the lead, but let's see, Kai maybe has some energy left, but Toby is kicking. He has that energy. He's ready to go. He's ready to sprint.
The crowd is going crazy, and third place is going to be neck and neck for who's on the podium. It does look like Toby's pulling away a bit, but Quinn, he could even be caught. What a turn by Sean and Justice bringing it home.
This is the loudest the crowd has been for all the events so far. It's a very close race with Toby in first at 4:14.5, followed by Kai from SAS with a time of 4:14.58. It is a very, very close time for positions 3 and 4 with 4:19.59 and 4:19.71. Followed by that will be William Betts in 5th, Kenzo Bate in 6th, Rune from ISB with 7th, and Brian Wong from TAS with 8th.
That was so exciting. What an amazing finish and how close all the way around. Toby takes 3 full seconds off his time this morning, and Kai even matched his amazing time from this morning, which is, since that was about 8 seconds faster than his PB, has got to be incredible. Also important to note there, some of that races for 3rd and 4th, like Justice just touching out Sean for ISB. That flip of points could make a difference later, because those two teams are certainly in the race for trying to get the team gold.
That's right. I mean, TAS and ISB both have very strong swimmers, ISKL as well. But let's see how much of a fight they put up for their relays and for the next event, which is the 100-meter butterfly.
Yeah, we do think there will be about a 15-minute break, so we might let you step away, get a snack, collect your breath, because that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm
400.
really thirsty.
All right, so we'll sign off here for a moment, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't worry, you won't miss any action. Stay at livestream.com/ISKL.
400 meters freestyle.
And we're back for the 100 butterfly finals. We have 2 heats for this event. The meet record is 103.04. So far, we have a swimmer, Hadley King, who has a record of 102.8, which is less than the meet record.
Yeah, so this morning is pretty exciting. Hadley broke the IASAS record, and she'll be going for it again to see if she can again. But first we'll have the B final for the girls. In lane 1, we have Hinano from Manila.
In lane 2, we have Ina Chen from TAS.
Her teammate, Harriet, also from TIS, is in lane 3.
We have Kimiko from ISB in lane 4.
And Mina from ISKL will be in lane 5.
We have Bente from ISB in lane 6.
And in lane 7, we have Juna from Singapore.
And in lane 8, we have Emily from ISKL.
So this is the B final for the 100-meter butterfly. We'll have B final, then A final for the girls, followed by B final and A final for the boys. Other scores around the region. Well, first we'll let them get off because this will be 4 laps and pretty fast.
Yeah. And these swimmers are off for the 100-meter finals of Heat 1.
What a great start by Binte in lane 6. She does come in first. Second is Kimiko. Third is Mina.
But Mina does seem to be getting quite a good, she's starting to get that ball rolling. But we also have Kimiko from ISB as well as Bente from ISB.
Mina swam an incredible race this morning. She's about a half second off the leader, Binte, right next to her. She's sandwiched in between Binte and Kimiko, and it's really close, 1, 2, 3 across the board.
And first we have Kimiko with an interval of 55.02.
And Harriet's coming on strong in lane 3. What a finish for her. This is going to be close for second. Kimiko looks good for first.
And we have Kimiko with a time of 1:15.46 in first, followed by Bente from ISB with a time of 1:17.24, and Harriet in third with 1:17.49.
Mina does get fourth with 1:18. In fifth is Juna from Singapore at 1:19. Sixth is Ina from Taipei at 1:19. In seventh, Inano from Manila gets 1:22, and 1:26, Emily from ISKL at 1:26 for that time.
A very nice performance from the swimmers. This is one, I have to say, one of the most challenging strokes. It's also, in long distance, it's actually just extremely tiring. So it takes a lot of skill and a lot of perfection and training to be able to do this event well.
I hated the butterfly. It is so hard. So a lot of admiration for these athletes.
Yeah, it is definitely a hard stroke. It was my favorite when I used to swim. It feels extremely nice to break a PB, and it feels good when you feel confident. And you know, it's a rewarding stroke when you start to get that energy and get that confidence.
Yeah, once you have that skill. Here comes the music. It's selected by our IASAS record holder, Hadley King from ISB. And they're making their way through the tunnel. They'll come across the bulwark. Hadley comes in with the IASAS record set just this morning at 1:02. That's a 5-year record that she was able to switch. And who knows, Shelby, can we see another IASAS record? Could she go even faster than that?
I definitely think that Hadley has the ability to break another IASAS record. I mean, if she's going against herself, she's already broken the IASAS record. So I think maybe she had a good lunch, she can gain that energy, she can go far again.
Yeah, it's going to be a delight. If you're watching this, you're in for a treat. The power and just the smoothness of her butterfly, you're going to enjoy that next minute, maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds as she swims. all expectations are she should be well ahead of the field. The nearest competitors, Cindy and Fallon, are about 5-6 seconds off her seed time from this morning. In lane 1, we have Catherine from Singapore. In lane 2, we have Kylie from Taipei.
From ISKL.
In lane 3, Fallon from Manila. In lane 4, Hadley from Bangkok. In lane 5, Cindy from Taipei. In lane 6, Uma from JIS. In lane 7, Ellie from Singapore. And in lane 8, also from Singapore, is Stephanie.
Butterfly, 8 finals.
You're in for a treat. Let's watch Hadley in perhaps her final race as an IASAS athlete. No, is she only a junior?
Hadley? Oh, yeah, I believe she is only a junior, maybe even a sophomore.
She may be back next year.
And these swimmers are off. We see Hadley already has a lead just from the dive. She has the longest underwater. I believe it is around 15 meters of underwater. But let's see how they do. Hadley with the push off at first at an interval of around 13.05. See if she can keep that up. And for second place, it is very, very close between Cindy and Fallon.
Her split time is 28.94. I don't remember, but I think that's a touch slower than this morning. But she's well ahead of the field. Look at the beauty of that stroke, breathing every other stroke.
That is right. That is the way to do it for fly. I mean, taking a breath every single stroke is definitely, that can slow you down. You get more tired. It takes more effort to lift your head out of the water. So, you know, this strategy that Hadley is going for is definitely going to contribute to her time. Let's see if she can.
102.72 is her time. It is a new IASAS
record. Wow.
Oh my goodness, congratulations, Hadley. Cindy is second with 106. Fallon gets third with 108, just touching out Uma, who gets fourth from lane 6. Ellie is fifth in lane 7. In 6th place is Kylie. In 7th place is Catherine, and in 8th place her teammate Stephanie. Wow, you have just seen history again. You didn't think she could go faster than this morning? 0.08 of a second faster. That time as of now is unofficial, but we'll estimate that's going to be true.
Now we are moving into the boys 100 meter butterfly finals, heat 1.
Event 326. 100 meters butterfly B finals.
So here is the B finals for the boys.
Alan from ISKL.
In lane 1 is Alan from ISKL.
In lane 2 is Ben from TAS.
Kinzo from ISM is in lane 3.
In lane 4 we have Akhtar from JIS.
Ji-yoon from Singapore in lane 5.
In lane 6 we have Ethan from TAS.
Andres from Manila is in lane 7.
And we have James from SAS in lane 8.
Based on this morning's time, about 7 seconds separates first to 8th in this, but we have 9 points for the team potentially on the board. Akbar comes in with the best seed time of 103.63. And they are off. A great start off the blocks for Akbar in lane 4. But it looks like Ji-hoon in lane 5 from Singapore may have the early lead. Although it's actually Ben from Taipei in lane 2 who gets the first and fastest 25. We're coming up at the halfway mark, and it is very close across the start. Ben keeps his lead, but Akbar is second, Ji-hoon third. Just behind in lane 7 is Andres, all sub 30. What a race by Ben.
We have Ben on his final lap, and he's still ahead of the swimmers with a interval of 45.56. And closely following him is Akhtar from GIS in lane 4. Oh, and he's head-to-head with Ben. It is a very close race. Akhtar might even get first, and Akhtar gets first ahead of Ben with a time of 103.68, followed by Ben with a time of 103.89, and closely followed by Ethan Chen from TAS with a time of 105.16.
What an amazing finish. Akbar just came back. I mean, he was behind the whole race until the final 2 strokes, and he just out-touches Ben by what, 0.2 of a second or so.
There's no telling what Akhtar could have done in the few first laps. Maybe if he had the energy or he's conserving it, we don't know. But that was a very nice race from the boys.
The end result is the same, and it's still 9 points that's going to go on the board for him. Well, it was a shock this morning when Liam, the breaststroke expert, broke the record in the butterfly. Could he do it again? We've already seen Hadley do it twice in a day.
I mean, there's no telling what these swimmers can do.
This could be Ian. So we have shout out to his dad, Kevin. We know he's watching. We got a chance to see his mom and his sister. Sister's been down there cheering him on. She's super cute and a lot younger. But Liam's picked his music. We hear it again and again. Coming across his final race at IASAS. I think in some ways you could say it's Liam and Hadley's tournament, and the rest of us are just along for the ride.
That is definitely right. They put on a show for the entire audience. They get the audience pumped. I mean, there's no telling what times they could pull off, but honestly, they put on a show even when they are swimming.
Yeah, Liam's giving high fives to every parent from every team as he makes his way down. I know that might be a famous high five. He did share with us in an interview before the break. Heading off to university, he'll be swimming for Denison University in the United States in Ohio, but this is his last race for IASAS, so enjoy it. It's going to be a treat. In lane 1, Oli from ISKL.
In lane 2, Mamasuke from GIS.
In lane 3, from ISKL is Noah Lee.
In lane 4, we have Liam from ISB.
And in lane 5, we have Zayden from Manila.
In lane 6, we have Pao from ISB.
In lane 7, from Taipei American School is Douglas.
In lane 8, once again, Jaden from TAS.
So 2 Panthers from ISKL, 2 ISB swimmers, and 2 from Taipei. But Liam's the one to watch in lane 4. Oh, it's going to be fun to watch. Power all across the board, lanes 1 through 8. Look at the speed of these butterflyers.
We've got a powerful push-off. We've got powerful strokes, and it's very smooth the way they glide through the water, and that's definitely going to prove to be useful when they try and break that meet record. But right now we have Liam in first with an interval of 25.9, followed by Zayden from ISM and Noah Lee from our very own ISKL.
Look at the beauty of that kick, but right now also Zayden is swimming an amazing race. Anytime you're even in Liam's shadow, you have something to be proud of. Liam's going to bring it home. It's at 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 68. That is the IASAS record from this morning, only 0.08 of a second slower than he already set this morning. But what an amazing performance. Zayden gets second from Manila, and Noah from ISKL gets the bronze.
Let's go Panthers!
In 4th place is Mamasuke. In 5th place is Powell from ISB. 6th is Douglas. Ole from ISKL gets 7th, and Jaden from Taipei gets 8th.
a very impressive race from the swimmers. Let's hope Liam is happy with his time.
Oh, you got to be thrilled. He said he took 4 seconds off his PB this morning. So now he took 3.92 seconds off his previous PB. So that's insane.
That is insane.
Wow, congratulations. You've witnessed history. Those are some IASAS records that'll be fun to watch. But I mean, I think that's a full second off the record that was set by Hinori Kondo in 2020. So that was the last time we had IASAS, but lowering a 100 record by 1 full second is a fast race.
It is. It's very impressive.
Well, that's an exciting thing that we've had. We've had the 400-meter freestyle. We've had not one but 2 IASAS records in the 100-meter butterfly, both from Hadley and Liam from ISB. We have the 200-meter backstroke, the fast and furious 50 free, and then the 4x100 freestyle. They'll take us home. The weather's looking great. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't worry, if you're on this channel, you will not miss anything.
All right, we'll see you guys for the 100 butterfly finals.
Before we go, we will give you the final results of the butterfly. It is indeed a meet record for Hadley. Those races are now official. So Singapore takes 5th, 7th, and 8th. Taipei takes 2nd in that. Singapore also 13th, but Taipei also 14th and 11th. So that's going to be pretty even on the standings coming into this morning. It was pretty close. Taipei had about a 30-point lead on the girls, and you'd think that may help them get a few more points. I don't have my mental math calculated to that degree of efficiency, but that's going to be close to watch as we have our final races.
Yes, it will be. And we will be back for the 200-meter backstroke from the girls in just a minute.
We will give you a couple updates from around the region before we sign off. Looks like the weather in Jakarta, it is pouring rain. We think ISKL held on 2-1, but we were pretty busy here and couldn't tell. SAS and ISB are coming down to the wire, but SAS looks like on the girls' side of basketball, they will come home with the bronze. 3 minutes left, and ISKL is comfortably ahead of Bangkok, to which they're saying, if only we would have had that point margin, we might be in the finals.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, our athletes all over Southeast Asia are working incredibly hard. I mean, the sports that they are playing, they take so much energy, especially when it's hot. They are working really, really hard, and let's hope that they make us Panthers proud, and they make whoever, if you're watching from home, wherever you are, maybe you're in Bangkok, you're in Taiwan, let's hope that your athletes are making you proud as well.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Don't worry, if you're on this channel, livestream.com/ISKL, you won't miss anything. We are right back. We're not entirely sure. We do think there's going to be the 400 free award ceremony coming up, and we don't want you to miss it. But we're going to see that it's going to be a double gold for ISKL. But we're standing by because we will see if that's next. It may or may not be.
It will be. It's for the 400.
So don't worry, you're here and you won't miss anything, but we're going to keep you connected and watch what's happening. My name's Doug, and we thank you for joining us at livestream.com/ISKL. We've just finished the 100-meter butterfly, and we have the 200-meter backstroke coming up. We do think we have the 400-meter awards ceremony in just a moment. It was Ann from ISKL who came in with the gold, and it was a very exciting and quick finish as both Aria and Olivia swam very well in that 400 girls final.
We have all our medalists around the podium.
The public address announcer, which you probably can't hear very well, has asked people to make their way to the podium, and hopefully that will be there shortly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the winners of the 400-meter freestyle ladies, starting with third place, we have Area from SAS.
Congratulations!
34.24 seconds.
Aria from SAS gets the bronze medal, third place from Singapore. A time of 4:44, almost 6 seconds off her seed time earlier that morning.
Area from JIS with a time of 4 minutes, 43.45 seconds.
And Olivia from GIS is the silver medal and second place winner. She just out-touched Aria. And for the gold medal, our own ISKL's Ann Nygaard from ISKL with a great finish of 4:34. Congratulations for those gold, silver, and bronze medalists from the 400-meter freestyle. It is Ann, Olivia, and Aria who will have those medals to remember for as long as they have them. Now they may all make the way to the top gold medal stand. They'll be able to celebrate and see that great celebration of 400 meters. That's an amazing endurance, amazing accomplishment.
Boys, 400-meter style winners, taking third place is Justice from TAS with a time of 4 minutes, 19.59 seconds.
We have in
Medals are purchased from TAS and ISKL.
congratulations for the bronze medal.
SAS.
And for the silver medal, Kai from Singapore is in silver medal with 4:17.58, just a little bit ahead of Justice in bronze. And for the 400 is a double gold for ISKL. Toby, 4:14.50, swam an incredible race with his gold medal. Congratulations to Toby, to Kai, and to Justice for their bronze, silver, and gold medals in the 400-meter boys championship.
Never forget the video.
And now they will all make their way to the podium. Three swimmers all right next to each other when they were racing. They were in lanes 4, 5, and 6. And a great performance by those athletes. Incredible times, and I think we may see all of them back together again. Not sure if Justice is a senior or not, but may only be a junior, and they may be back in future IASASs. Well, congratulations. That's the awards ceremony for the 400-meter freestyle. Coming up next, we'll have the 200-meter backstroke, but we'll step away for just a moment and maybe back online in a bit.
Introducing the swimmers. In lane 1, Kaya from ISKL. Lane 2, Rachel from JIS. Lane 3, Erin from ISM. Lane 4, Pika from SAS. Lane 5, Anne from ISP. Lane 6, Kate from
Okay, well, all right, we are back and we're here for the 200-meter backstroke finals for the girls. I am missing my companion, Mr. Woodward, but it is okay. I will do this solo. So in lane 1, we have Kaya from ISKL. Lane 2, Rachel from GIS. Lane 3, Erin from ISM. Lane 4, Pippa from SAS. Lane 5, Anne from ISB. Lane 6, Kate from ISB. Lane 7, Jung from GIS. And lane 8, Dani from ISB. And their swimmers are off. Now, one thing about backstroke is it is a challenging stroke. Not everyone can get it. Not everyone can always improve. I know I didn't. It was my worst stroke. But people that are good at it always specialize in backstroke. Ah, Mr. Woodward is here.
Yes, thank you, Shelby. Great job in starting this off. It does indeed. Kate's off to a great start in the backstroke.
So right now we have Kate from ISB taking the lead, followed closely by Erin from ISM. I mean, the girls in lanes 3, 4, and 5 all seem to be neck and neck, especially for position 2. SAS, Pippa, Aaron ISM, and Ann are all fighting for position 2.
Yeah, great race. It's an amazing start by Kate. She's well ahead. This is another one of those races where pacing becomes important.
Yeah, that is right. And I mean, people assume that backstroke is an easy stroke, but it really isn't. It's a lot of technique involved, and something you really have to train for to be good at.
It is quite close, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be lane 6, 5, 4. But in lane 2, Rachel is also just very close on their heels. Also interesting to watch, 5th place is very close between Aaron and Jung Min. Ann has taken a nice little bit of lead and made up ground on Kate. She's now currently in the lead and pulling about 1 body length ahead.
That is right. We are about to make it to halfway. We are starting the second 100 meters, and ISB is taking the lead in positions 1 and 2, followed closely by SAS and GIS.
Yeah, Kate makes a great turn. She's swimming a great race. She's in 2nd place. 3rd is Pippa from Singapore, though it's hard to tell between Pippa and Aaron, swimming very, very well. Here we come, bringing it home. The time to beat, that's at 2:36. It does look like we could have some PBs here. Oh, it's going to be very close for 2nd place. Ann does touch in at first.
And we have Ann in first with time at 2:45.95, followed by Kate from ISB with 2:47.93, followed by Rachel from GIS with 2:49.45. Followed that is Pippa in 4th place, Jung in 5th, Aaron in 6th, Kaya in 7th, and Donnie in 8th from ISB.
Yeah, great swim by those ISB Panthers. That was really impressive. Teammates in lanes 5 and 6, Ann and Kate, bring back 1 and 2, so that's 9 and 7 points respectively.
Wow. For ISB, I mean, ISB and TAS for total team points are head-to-head. I think that will really help them out in their final total.
That's for sure. Well, we'll have the music playing, and the final, A final coming up. This is a 200-meter backstroke final, and it's Avery from Singapore and Meili who are the top 2 seeded times, both Singapore partners. This is going to be an important race for the point total because we've got 4 SAS athletes and 3 SAS athletes in here.
Oh no, that's Ina.
What?
Ina.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, it's Ina. Emily's about to swim. She's lane 2.
Here come the finalists through the tunnel. They're making their way through the tunnel and across the bulkhead.
And I believe Avery has chosen the music for the walk-up, but they are about to go through the tunnel.
What a great tradition they have.
They have already gone through the tunnel. I'm a little bit slow. Apologies.
And it does like Mizuki, a senior. She's got her GoPro to remember this moment. An amazing accomplishment. She did make the A finals, and this is pretty exciting. She swam a great race this morning, and this again I think will be her final race of her IASAS career.
In this seed, we are looking to see Avery from SAS perform and have a good race, followed closely by her teammate, Meili from SAS, with a time of 2:29.81. Otherwise, all these swimmers range from a time of 38 to 48.
Yeah, it will be Mizuki's final race of her career. Exciting time, but she did not have the GoPro. I think that was Aina from Taipei who may have had the GoPro. In lane 1, Mizuki from ISKL. In lane 2, Amelie, who should be from ISKL before she moved to TAS.
Yes, that's correct.
In lane 3, Chloe from Taipei.
In lane 4, we have Avery from SAS.
In lane 5, her teammate Miley from SAS.
In lane 6, we have Lindsay from TAS.
In lane 7, Ina from Taipei.
And in lane 8, Irving, once again from SAS.
So this could be super important for the point total. Coming in this morning, ISAS had a slight lead over Taipei, but here we have 4 swimmers for Taipei and 3 for SAS, but the top 2 seeds are Singapore American Eagles.
If I'm not wrong, Ina, the youngest swimmer, is only a freshman, and she's in the second heat in the finals, which is very impressive to see.
Yeah, no wonder she wanted to have that GoPro to remember this moment. There may be several more of them in the years to come. A very nice start by the freshman Ina. She does look like she's even with the leaders from Singapore. It is very close across the start. Miley and Avery are just within 0.07 of a second of each other.
And for second place, we have TAS, Amelie, and Chloe, as well as Ina fighting for that second place. I mean, regardless of who does get second, their team will get the points. But, I mean, it will be a nice achievement for the swimmers themselves.
Yeah, very interesting the way this is turning out. You have the 2 Singapore Eagles and 1-2. Mizuki's trying to keep up with the 4 SAS, 4 TAS Tigers, who are almost even across the board. So the individuals may be determined, but it does look like it may be 1-2 Singapore, 3, 4, 5, 6 Taipei.
And we have the first 50 done by Meili and Avery from SAS, followed closely by Chloe from TAS, Emily, then Ina, and Lindsay, as well as Mizuki, and finally Irving from SAS.
Yeah, it's interesting. Here we come with this next lap.
And the 2 SAS girls are neck to neck. Seems like they are competing against each other. It is a very close race, but I think Meili will end up finishing first. And we have finished the first 100.
A bit of a surprise. Meili's opened up a bit of a lead on her teammate Avery. Avery did have the better seed time by almost a full 3 seconds this morning. But here we are coming home. We'll see what their times are. 2:26 was the time this morning. We're at 2:18, 2:19. They should beat that easily. Wow, what a race. 2:24 and 2:25. Both of them do well better than their PBs, and it's 1-2 Eagles. In third place will be Chloe from Taipei. Fourth is Lindsay from Taipei. Fifth is Amelie from Taipei, and Ina gets 6th from Taipei.
Followed by Mizuki in 7th and Irving in 8th.
Congratulations for that A final to the 200-meter backstroke. Interesting mathematical challenge there. So let's see. It's 34 points for the Eagles, and then 15, 14, 13, 12. Add all those numbers up.
I'm bad at mental math.
I'm thinking that's about 40. So
Maybe.
Slight advantage to Taipei. Taipei getting a few more points to catch up with an impressive number of people. But then you have to add in Irving, who gets another 10 points. So advantage SAS.
From JIS. Linky, Zach from SAS.
For the boys B final, for the backstroke, in lane 2 we have Joel from GIS.
We have Zach from SAS in lane 3.
We have Ian from GIS in lane 4.
We have Jonah from SAS in lane 5.
We have Pant from ISB in lane 6.
And we have John from JIS in lane 7. This is quite a small heat, Mr. Woodward.
Yeah, we were baffled by that this morning when the finalists came out. They only advanced 14 to the finalists. Now, there was a very small number of people actually were in this race. I believe it was only like 22 competitors, but why only 14 advanced, we are not sure. Wow, what a great start from John all the way in lane 7. He appears to have a good start from there, but his teammate Ian in lane 4 is also doing well.
And Ian starts off the first lap with 17.83 and closely followed by Jonah from SAS with 18.83.
Yeah, Jonah and Zach are also neck and neck, those Singapore Eagle teammates. There we are, a 37-second split at the first 50, 150 more to go. The sun has come out and it's a beautiful afternoon here at ISKL.
And I feel bad for the swimmers if it's bright, and then that's a terrible time to be swimming backstroke. I mean, the sun is right in your eyes.
Yeah, this is where you want not just good goggles, you want tinted goggles, and sometimes seeing those lane lines can be a little bit trickier.
Especially having to see that flag at the 5-meter mark. You need to be able to see so you can count how many strokes it takes for you to tumble turn. And if you're not able to see the flag clearly, that's going to be extremely difficult, and it's going to mess up your push-off.
Yeah, even from right here, we see the bright sun shining and reflecting off the athletes' goggles. Can only imagine what it's like in their eyes. Do they just close their eyes and double down, then try to open them to catch that flag and count their strokes?
I really hope that they are able to see the flag clearly. Usually swimmers will probably just squint and hope for the best.
Yeah, these athletes are trained so much, they know exactly how many strokes end to end, each lap, what that's like. We're kind of up on the 2-minute mark. Ian does get that turned a little bit close, but he's at 2:01. Jonah's at 2:05. Zach's at 2:10 in third. And Pon is very close, closing in from ISB. This morning, ISB was just 17 points out of the lead for Taipei, so maybe interesting to watch to see if Pon can get some extra points for his team. It's at 2:42. Touching in at 2:44 is Ian in first. Jonah gets second at 2:47. Zach is third at 2:53, followed closely by Pon at 2:55. In fifth is Joel from Gis at 2:56. In sixth place is John, just breaking the 3-minute mark. An amazing improvement by John from this morning, a whole 12 seconds off his time. So that is a great final for the 200-meter B final for the boys backstroke. And now for the A final.
We have a lot of swimmers that have times ranging from 2:17 to 2:46, and this will be probably a very, very interesting race. I think a lot of these swimmers can most likely improve on their personal bests.
The chanting's taking place as they make way through the tunnel. Rouge from ISB is the top seed and has selected the music. Ryan Plumley put in an amazing swim this morning to get the third highest seed. He'll be looking to get on the podium, but it's going to be a close race because Leo's time is nearly identical. That bronze medal could come down to the wire, but my goodness, Rouge had a dominant performance this morning. We'll see if he can match that this afternoon. They get the high fives from the parents as they make their way around the whole pool. It's heating up here, and I don't know, does that make it harder to swim? I mean, you'd think cool weather would be more advantageous, but maybe it's the water temperature that matters more than the air temperature when you're this stoked for your final race. All right, the contestants or the athletes for today are Zach from ISM in lane 1.
We have Ryan from TAS in lane 2.
Ryan from host ISKL Panthers in lane 3.
We have Rouge from ISB in lane 4.
Noah from Taipei's in lane 5.
We have Leo from SAS in lane 6.
Kieran from Bangkok's in lane 7.
And Lucas from ISB in lane 8.
So this is the A final for the 200-meter backstroke. It'll be 8 lengths of the pool. The time to beat that was put up this morning is 2:17. An amazing performance.
We have a late start from number 4, but he doesn't seem to be too affected by that late start. But he's really swimming, taking first place even so far. And we have a very close race from lanes 2, 3, and 5. They're all competing for position 2.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Rouge was not ready. He was underwater for the first whistle. He was not even up on the blocks, and he just torpedoed out of there. What an incredible athlete to make up from, hey, I'm not ready, to 2 body lengths ahead in the lead as we're already entering into the second 50. Look how beautiful that stroke is, the power of those arms as he turns.
And he's got a very smooth, very powerful underwater kick. Underwater kick and push-off. And that's very effective for a backstroke as you have to work in unison with your arms and your legs to really get you across that pool. And you have to make sure you're not fighting the water, you're able to get through it smoothly in order to be successful.
And right now for bronze, it's the battle of the Ryans. Ryan Chin is just touching out Ryan Plumley, Taipei in lane 3. Ryan from ISKL in lane 4. Leo may be making a move, but right now he's about a second and a half off the pace. Ryan Plumley has now passed him, but only by a 1/10 of a second, so that's going to be neck and neck, stroke by stroke, touch by touch as they come in to see if they can get the bronze medal, but don't count Leo out yet. Ryan's opened up about a half second, but Noah's coming on pretty strong for Taipei in lane 5. It's 2 minutes flat at the turn. And coming home here, we'll see if Rouge can beat his 2:17 time. It doesn't look like it. He does get gold at 2:19. Silver for Noah. And Ryan Plumley gets bronze at 2:25. Ryan Chin is in 5th. Leo comes back to get 4th.
Kieran in 6th, Zach in 7th, and Lucas in 8th.
And Lucas touches in at 2:42 for 8th place from Bangkok. Wow, that was a great race, and that 3rd place race was amazing, but Rouge, I mean, I think he could have beat his time this morning if he wouldn't have had that start, but
yeah, that's right.
That's an amazing performance for him to do so well. So 1st for ISB, 2nd for Taipei, 3rd for ISKL. And that's also going to be interesting because SAS gets 4th, and that's also going to be tight in the boys. Coming in this morning, SAS was only about 17 points behind ISKL for that bronze medal. And we'll see if they can make up ground on that. Whoa, wow, that was the 200-meter backstroke. We have one more major individual race and then the relay to wrap up 3 amazing days of competition.
That's right. I mean, ending on the relays is going to be extremely fun for the teams. It's going to be the last time some of their seniors swim with them. It will be maybe the last time the parents and their peers can cheer for them. So let's hope that it's a very successful relay, a very fun relay, and we can end with a very successful IASAS.
They are announcing now the final confirmed results for the girls 200 backstroke. It is as we expected, doesn't look like any surprises, and that's 1 through 16. That's the interesting where SAS gets first, second, and eighth, and Taipei gets third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So very close in terms of that team total. Well, coming up next is probably the most exciting, or at least the most splash-worthy event of the whole tournament. That's the 50-meter freestyle, down and back. You may not even breathe more than once or twice because it's so fast.
Yeah, that's right. The 50-meter freestyle will go so fast. Each heat will only be around 30 seconds, maybe a minute, considering the prep time. But we will definitely get through this event very, very quickly, and it'll be something the swimmers will look forward to. It's how you gauge your freestyle time. It's how you gauge your improvement. So let's see.
Yeah, the other interesting, Miley's just coming off her podium performance in the backstroke, and she's straight up with the top seed time in the A final for SAS. So SAS will be looking to go 1-2 again, and we have 3 ISKL athletes in that final, so maybe we can get some more points for the Panthers. So exciting. That'll be coming up in just a moment. We think we might have another medal ceremony, but we're going to actually step away and save this for a moment. And thank you for joining us at livestream.com. I guess before we go, they are putting up the final backstroke finals. Again, no surprises. Ryan Pumley is confirmed to get bronze. Rouge and Noah, gold and silver, respectively. And again, only up through 14, so we're not sure why there were only 2 less finalists in that event, but congratulations for the boys' backstroke final. So I think we will sign off and say thank you for a moment, and we'll be back for probably some award ceremony. All right, we're back live, and we think we have the award ceremony coming up. This is going to be from the 100-meter butterfly finals, and we'll do first the girls, then the boys, as a chance to celebrate an IASAS record yet again.
Let's start out with these ladies. Girls, 100-meter butterfly. Taking first place is Fallon from ISM.
Yes, congratulations to Fallon for the bronze medal from ISM in the 100-meter butterfly. Congratulations to Fallon. And in second place with a silver medal is Cindy from Taipei, who gets a 1:06 time with the silver medal. But the story of the tournament's been ISB. And a big cheer for Hadley. 1:02.72, a new IASAS record. Hadley King from ISBA gets the gold medal. Congratulations. This is indeed an incredible tournament, both for Hadley and for Liam from ISKL, and for everyone. Certainly congratulations to Cindy and to Fallon as well. They will all make their way to the top of the podium to celebrate, get their pictures taken, be posted, no doubt, on all sorts of social media platforms. For the bronze medal from ISKL, Noah Lee, 58-second time. He has the bronze medal and some big opportunity on the podium. Zayden from Manila, just 58.23. Zayden from ISM gets the silver medal.
And last but not least, Liam from ISB.
And congratulations to Liam from ISB. He has broken IASAS record after IASAS record. He has the championship, 55.68, 0.08 of a second, slightly off the pace of his record-breaking time this morning. Congratulations to Noah, Zayden, and Liam for an incredible tournament. They will now make their way to the top of the podium to get their pictures taken, jump off, and congratulations for the 100-meter butterfly championship. Those were our medal winners. You got to get a picture, though. Certainly, Hadley and Liam, the talk of the tournament. Their coach joins them. As we've said multiple times, we may just be here for the ride, but I think it's their tournament. You don't see two athletes of their, generational type athletes setting IASAS record after IASAS record. So, joined by another coach, getting even more pictures. What a great celebration for ISB Bangkok as they look to take it home and have a great conclusion for their tournament. We think Hadley may only be a junior. We'll see here again, but what a way for Liam to go out. Well, we'll be back in just a moment. You can stay on this channel. Well, actually, we'll start right now. It is the 50-meter freestyle, and it's going to go super fast. Down and back, do a ton of splashing.
50-meter freestyle. Finals. Introducing the students. Lane 1, Stella from JS.
All right, for the B finals for the girls, in lane 1, Stella from JIS. In lane 2, Erin from ISM. In lane 3, Aina from ISKL. In lane 4, Charlotte from Taipei. In lane 5, Proud from ISB. In lane 6, Emma from Singapore. In lane 7, Alice from ISM. And lane 8, Natsuko, her Bearcat teammate, also from ISM. This is going to be fun. It gets crazy loud, then crazy quiet, then crazy loud, down and back. 30 seconds or less. It is a clean start off the blocks. Charlotte's slightly behind on the touch time, but appears to have already made up ground. Emma and Proud look really good in lane 6 and 5. At the halfway point at the 25 meters, it's very close. Charlotte first, Emma second, Proud third, Ina from ISKL fourth, Aaron fifth, but it's close coming in. It does look like Charlotte's opened a bit of a lead. Charlotte touches in first. Oh wow, so close for second. Proud second from ISB, Emma third, fourth, Aaron from ISM, Ina from ISKL, 1/100th of a second behind in fifth place. Sixth place goes to Alice from ISM, seventh to Stella from GIS, and eighth place to Natsuko from ISM. That was close for second place. Second to fifth was just 0.2 of a second difference. The tunnel's being formed and the athletes will make their way. Meili and GK from SAS should be the favorites in this down and back, fast and ferocious splash of water. But we also have 3 ISKL athletes. We have the twins, Ilaria and Alana, and Mina, who are joining them in the A final. This will be very quick and very fast. In the tradition of ISKL, Meili gets to choose her music for the march. They make their way through the tunnel. All of the athletes congratulating and cheering for their teammates. And if this music doesn't get you excited, well, 50 meters of non-stop freestyle fast and furious swimming is coming up next.
Actually, I sent it to your phone.
Okay. All right, well, we'll see here. It's the A final for the 50-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from ISKL, it's Mina. In lane 2, Ilaria from ISKL. In lane 3, Ina from Taipei. In lane 4, Meili from SAS. In lane 5, GK from SAS. In lane 6, Alana from ISKL. In lane 7, Isabel from Taipei. And in lane 8, Pippa from Singapore. It's a freestyle A finals. Get ready to get loud. It is a clean start off the blocks. Very quick, out and fast. Many of these athletes may not even breathe. You see the first breath from some of them at that just before the turn. So you can get a good kick and push. A great turn by Meili and GK as they take a lead. But it is Ina who's also looking good. Oh, this is going to be a close race across the top. Meili first, second is GK. Alana gets bronze. Fourth is Ina, fifth is Ilaria, sixth is Pippa from Singapore, seventh is Mina from ISKL, and eighth is Isabel from Taipei. Wow, congratulations to Alana getting on the podium at third. And what a great race She ends up beating out her sister by about 0.4 of a second. But Miley Sullivan and GK from the Eagles are 1-2. Congratulations. We have a proud dad here with a 3rd, 4th finish. How did that feel to watch your daughters perform?
Very wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations to Alana, Laria, also to GK and Miley for a great race with those top 4 finishes. All right, we move straight into the boys B final. It's going to be fast and furious. And this will be everyone's sub 27, but the times will be 25 and 26 we anticipate.
Event 332, boys 50 meters, freestyle final. Introducing the swimmers.
In lane 1, we have Kosai from ISKL. In lane 2, we have Akhtar from JIS. In lane 3, we have Jihoon from SAS. In lane 4, Bin from Taipei. In lane 5, Ole from ISKL. In lane 6, Gellert from ISM. In lane 7, Sean from Taipei. And lane 8, Alex, also from Taipei. It's the boys B final 50 meters, down and back really quickly. And they're off. It's crazy fast. Ole comes in just missing the time, but it is even across the board at 4, 5, and 6. It's going to be close coming across there. So it's coming down to the wire. Oh my goodness, this is going to be hard to tell. Fractions of a second. Ole's first, Bin second, and 3rd is Gellert. 4th is Jihoon, 5th is Akhtar, 6th is Sean, Alex is 7th, and Kosai is 8th. Everyone's sub 27, but that difference between 1st and 2nd, 0.03 of a second. Between 2nd and 3rd, 1/100th of a second. Between 3rd and 4th, 0.21 of a second. That was as close as you can imagine. Hadley. So it's the boys 50-meter freestyle, and we're joined here in the booth who's going to help us call this race. Hadley, congratulations, IASAS record.
Thank you so much.
And we've been wondering, are you a junior or a senior?
I'm a junior.
Wow, one more year. We're super excited to have you back for IASAS. Tell us about this tradition, what it's like to walk through the tunnel.
It feels amazing. It's really fun having your teammates cheer you on, and then everyone else from the other teams cheer you on. It's really amazing, and it hypes you up.
And I hear there's a tradition where if you're the top seed, you get to pick the music.
Yes, that is a tradition.
And can you share what your thinking is of what music you've been picking as you've been a top seed in, I think, all your races?
Yeah, so I like something that makes me feel very good and gives me energy. So I picked Vegas by Doja Cat, the clean version, obviously. And it just makes me feel really good as I'm walking down the bulkhead.
And what's that like? You're leading 8 other swimmers who are both competitors but also friends, and you get to walk all the way around the length of the pool, come back up to music that you picked. What's it feel like with those others up there?
It feels amazing. I get to see all the parents. I get to say hi to my parents. I see my host family, and it's amazing, all the energy. It's really good.
Yeah, so tell us what's going through your mind. This is 50 meters, not maybe your specialty, but the sprints. What's it like? You're coming up here. What's the mental routine you have as you get on the blocks?
The mental routine is to just swim. I just tell myself I'm going to swim as fast as I can, and I like doing it for my team. I like I love hearing my team cheer. I do everything for them. Like, that's at the end of the day. I want to swim as fast as I can, do it for the team, and just have fun.
That's great. Well, we're really quickly try to introduce them. It's Jacob from SAS in lane 1, Daniel from GIS in lane 2, Brian from Taipei in lane 3, Raghav, the favorite from GIS in lane 4, Noah from ISKL in lane 5, Zayden from ISM in lane 6, Pika and ISB in lane 8, and in lane 7, and Druta from ISB in lane 8.
Go Drew, go Peak.
It's pretty amazing. It gets so quiet and then so loud.
Yes, it's so cool.
Well, tell us what's going to happen here. It's going to be fast and even all the way across.
Well, it looks like... Ooh. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm so focused on the race, I can't even think.
It does look like a slight lead for Raghav. He may come in first.
Lane 4? Oh my
It is
gosh.
first for Raghav. Noah does get second for ISKL. Brian is in fourth, just touched out by Zayden from ISM in third.
Wow.
Fifth place is Jacob. Your ISB teammates, Drutev gets sixth and eighth, and Daniel from GIS is seventh. That is so fast and fun.
That is crazy. If you're listening, Peak and Drew, good job.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, that's incredible. What's that like when it's so quiet and then you dive in and suddenly the crowd's going crazy?
Oh, it's so cool. You can actually hear them right before you hit the water, and it just gives you this burst of energy. It's crazy. Like the silence, I feel like might intimidate some people, but it actually gives me more energy. It means the race is about to start, and it's just amazing. I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So tell us a little bit about the team competition. I think you swam your relay already. So are you
Yes,
done
sir,
for
I
today?
did. Yes, I'm done for the day.
Congratulations, and what a treat to watch you. I mean, that butterfly that you put on today, not one IASAS record, but then beating even this morning's time. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
And that's amazing. So you are chasing ISKL for the bronze, your team, not
Yes.
you personally.
Yes, we are.
And I think the latest scores before that 50 is you're about 17 points behind. So
Ooh.
every point makes a difference. What's
Yes.
it like when we do get the finals and the final relay coming up?
Ooh, the relay, I have a feeling the crowd is going to be very, very loud. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to the relays. Those are the big point scoring events. So we'll see. We're very excited.
Yeah, on the boys' side, it's the boys Panthers you were just cheering on with two finalists. They're in silver medal, and they may even have a chance to catch Taipei, though Taipei's also been swimming incredibly well.
Yes, they have. So they are second, and we have been very excited. All 3 days, we've been so excited. So once again, it just comes down to this last relay. I mean, Taipei, we have heard, is going to stack the relay. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're very excited. Either way, we're happy. Like, we had so much fun. We had so many PBs. Our whole team is doing amazing, so we're very happy.
Yeah, but you've got a good chance. I do think it is challenging for the coaches. You want to get as many points as you can. So, like when you or Liam swim, you want to be really strategic about what relay you're in. And,
Yes.
And do that. So we'll have to see what this last relay is, because I think ISKL may have already stacked their relay, so they may not have their best swimmers coming up for the last one, but everyone's going to do their best when they enter the water.
Yes, they will.
So that'll be exciting. Congratulations, Hadley. What a delight it's been for you, and I guess we're up over 8,000 people who've been watching all over the world. A real treat you put on for the worldwide audience and the IASAS community.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations, and amazing. Is it 5? No. Have you actually 5 IASAS records? You set 2 the first day, both prelim and final, and then another one yesterday?
I didn't set another one yesterday. I have the 2 free and the 50 fly from the first day. 2 IM, I was about 4 seconds off, so we'll work on that one. And then today it was the 100 fly.
Congratulations. Yeah, what amazing. And is fly your stroke?
I would consider fly my stroke. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, but don't worry, Hadley will be back here next year.
Yes.
Maybe not here being ISKL, but IASAS finals, and we'll be thrilled to have you as a part of the team. So thank you, and congratulations to you, your teammates, everyone who's been a part of IASAS.
Thank you so much.
We'll let you go cheer on those ISB Panthers in the
Yes.
relay that's coming up to wrap this up.
Thank you. Thank you.
So huge congratulations, but we have a little break. We were able to catch Liam earlier. we'll see if maybe Shelby, who's also been here, can talk to Liam a little bit and talk about what's coming up in the relay, because you guys are in second place right now. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Liam, tell us how you feel. How's the tournament been so far for you? I mean, it's a pretty stressful time, but you know, swimming events is, I guess, like, how does it feel? Tell us.
Yeah, so it was pretty stressful, but I think the ISB team really embraced IASAS, and we all embraced our events. We've all enjoyed and loved it.
I guess we're doing an interview downstairs. I don't know.
Oh, downstairs.
Oh. They're turning the camera around. Okay. All right. So I'm Shelby, your commentator here, and we're here with Liam, who's been swimming an amazing race here at IASAS and ISKL. He's here to tell us a little bit about how he feels, maybe what he expects from the relay. So I think we already asked this question, but you know, tell us how the team feels, how you feel when you're swimming your events, and what you expect for the events to come.
I feel great swimming my events, pretty confident and really proud of myself. As for the team, we are really looking forward to the relay. We have a lot to win and lose, and we're hoping for the best.
And how about your IASAS records? I heard you broke a couple IASAS records. How was that?
Yeah, I had 3 IASAS records, and I'm really pleasantly surprised with the outcome of those. The times were more than I could have imagined, so really happy with that.
And what event did you swim? One of the events that you broke a record. Which were you more comfortable with? Like, were you most confident with?
The most confident race I swam in was my 100 breaststroke.
Okay.
I was really looking forward to that coming into IASAS. And then the other 2 were just big surprises.
Okay, is stroke like your specialized stroke?
Yeah, it is.
All right, that was also mine for a little bit when I swam. So how about the relay? Which relay are you participating in?
I participated in the 4x medley 100 relay yesterday.
Okay.
And ISB, we took home the gold. Really
Nice.
proud of our boys.
That's great. That's great. So I think ISB right now is standing right under TAS. I think you guys can get the points to that first place position.
Yeah, I 100% believe in our boys. They've worked as hard as anyone could have imagined, and they definitely deserve it, so we'll see.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What was your name?
Shelby.
Shelby? Nice to meet you, Shelby.
Thanks. Well, we'll stay on the air. I think the relay is going to come up, so we'll go ahead and keep you interested. But thank you so much, Hadley. Congratulations, Liam. Amazing tournaments that they've had. It's really been special to watch those almost generational athletes perform in the pool.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, like, we see them in the pool, but you don't know their thought process. You don't know how they feel. I mean, everyone has a different emotion when they're jumping into the pool. Sure. Give us 1 sec. So when we interview them, you really see how they feel when they're on the diving block. That's the most nerve-wracking place you can be at a tournament. So it's nice to hear from the 2 athletes themselves.
Yeah, we're in between the relays, and we're joined by 2 Taipei athletes here. So we're going to let them just do some shout-outs and talk about what it's like to be an athlete here at IASAS Swimming 2023.
Hey guys, it's your favorite swimmer, Charlotte Isabel. What do you say? Oh, stream ISKL for the relays later. Thank you. Well done, bye. Everyone. Love you, TAS.
Yeah,
Go Tigers.
So shout out for that. While you're here at Charlotte and Isabel, great tournaments you've had. I know you're Taipei and Singapore are neck and neck kind of for this finals. Tell us what the relay. What should we expect?
Always root for the Tigers because we're going for the gold.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you
were about 30 points behind before the 50, and I know you guys have been stacking so many people, getting 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, some incredible performances that add up so much for the points. What do you expect? Do you think you can beat Singapore in this relay?
Next year. No, definitely. We will. Definitely. Let's go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Yeah, it is always close. And Definitely the Tigers are putting on it. Singapore girls have an almost unprecedented victory streak. You look down the history of IASAS and they win year after year. So just so you're in the conversation is a huge congratulations.
So thank you so much, and we hope to see you guys swim in the relay.
All right, shout out to both Isabel and Charlotte. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you. Go Tigers! Let's go!
All right, and that's the Taipei Tigers. Thank you for joining us. Super exciting. It looks like they're still warming up. And Shelby, what's it like here? You want to be ready to hit the water, but you don't want to be too tired.
I think that it's a very nerve-wracking environment, and in order to really be able to perform your best, you have to get into the routine of every swimmer has a different routine. Maybe they're listening to music, they're stretching, they're warming up, they're doing a certain routine that makes them comfortable, and that's kind of how it's like here. You meet so many different athletes, and they're all so different, and all of them perform differently as well and have different techniques. So it's a very diverse community, but one that is full of determination and hard work.
All right, we are going to turn to the awards ceremony for the 200-meter backstroke. Congratulations. We'll see here. So stepping up with the bronze medal in third place is Chloe from Taipei. She had a time of 2:35.64. Congratulations, Chloe. You just got a shout out from some of your teammates. That's a bronze medal she'll keep for a while and have to remember forever. And on the podium from Singri is Avery from SAS. She gets the silver, and that's another big point total for the Eagles. Avery for 2:34.33, I believe, was her finals time. So it's Eagles first and second, Taipei third. This has kind of been the story of the tournament with Taipei, and well, when Hadley's not up there, at least on the awards ceremony, it's certainly been Singapore and Taipei racking up the points. They'll wave as we get from nice videography from our amazing marketing team. They'll all step up and be able to celebrate together. A moment they'll remember, if not forever, for decades to come. Now we have the
200-meter backstroke, I believe.
Yeah, and this is the boys. Noah, congratulations, gets the bronze medal.
Oh, Noah gets a silver medal. Ben gets the bronze medal. Ryan. We are very far away from the podium, but I believe that is Ryan Plumley that got third place.
Yes, and that was Noah in the silver, Ryan in the bronze, and congratulations to Rouge with the gold medal. An amazing performance he had. That winning time was 2:19.89. He was a good 2 seconds ahead of Noah and Ryan, so congratulations Bangkok, Taipei, and ISKL respectively. They'll now all step on the podium together, all three of them, those medal winners, getting lots of points for their team and certainly amazing individual performances.
Lovely, thank you very much. And shortly we will begin our final event of the day.
Liam does come and give a hug. It's nice to have so many Bangkok Panthers getting gold. Shout out to all the Bangkok swim community. All those gold medalists get up there. Hadley is up there. Oh, even Liam's little sister's going to make the stage.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that is right. And Dad Kevin is no doubt certainly proud and watching from Bangkok.
Let's hope that we see the other, Liam's little sister at the IASAS to come. I mean, it'll be nice to have legacy here at IASAS if we see Liam's little sister here in the years to come.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, Shelby, you can come back and announce IASAS in 30 years and you may still be saying some of those names, because anytime you take 3.5 seconds off a record, that may be there for a few decades.
That is true, and even if you don't break any records, but you still you have a sibling that went to IASAS, you have people that will recognize that name, and you immediately have this connection and this relationship with this person just based off having a mutual friend or a mutual relationship.
Yeah, my son, who's now a junior in college, he was an IASAS athlete all 3 seasons for multiple sports. He carries around his ISKL duffel whenever he travels, and it's invariable in whatever airport he may be in Europe or Asia or somewhere in Texas. You never know. So, oh, I went to SAS. Oh, are you from ISKL? I was from Bangkok. I went to Manila, and you just make those connections.
Yeah, and even now, like, you go to within the IASAS community, you have people that went to your school even though they're in another international school, and it's awesome to see those types of connections. And you know, the IASAS network spans so far; it can get you to very far places, I think, if you are able to upkeep those connections.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's such a great way to say it. And Shelby, you certainly know that as an IASAS athlete, and you've got 2 more years to look forward to.
I'm very lucky that my freshman year was during the time of COVID. You know, I was in lockdown for 3 years. And I'm finally able to experience IASAS. My very first IASAS experience was great. It was in Bangkok. Then my second was honestly my favorite IASAS experience, having my MUN team. I felt like we really came together, and I learned so much from them. And I got to meet so many new people. And I think even now, the people that I'm hosting, I already feel immediately connected to them. Living in my house, they feel like my sisters. And it's great to have someone to talk to and get a different perspective on a lot of situations.
So true. Yeah, we may even claim Amelie, who was once at ISKL, as an ISKL Panther, even though she is at Taipei. All right, here comes the relay. It's going to be the 4x100, and it's going to be fast. So in lane 2 from ISB is Kate, Donnie, Melody, and Imalu. They're going to want to get a good performance. See if they can stay in that position that they had entering this afternoon.
And in lane 3, we have the JIS Dragons with Uma, Ava, Josephine, and Olivia.
And SAS, Avery, Aria, Catherine, and Melee, who's already been on the podium twice today for the Eagles.
And they are seated first with a time of 4:05. In lane 5, we have TAS with Ina. Sorry, she gets upset when you say Ina instead of Ina. Ina, Chloe, Harriet, and Ina, her sister.
And ISKL, it's Emily, Maitland, Megan, and Shishao, who will come in for the Panthers in lane 6.
And for lane 7, it's ISM with Audrey, Ava, Hinano, and Suava.
So one of the big things we'll want to watch here is ISB versus ISKL. If ISB can significantly outperform, they could catch up for that bronze medal, though certainly Ilaria N put in some good times. It's 4x100. It's all freestyle.
And the swimmers are off. We've started strong with the 4x100 freestyle relay. Currently, we see a very promising prospect from lanes 4 SAS, but closely followed behind by the ISB Bangkok Panthers and JIS Dragons.
Yeah, SAS is actually quite close. Jis a great lead. Uma swimming a great first leg for Jis. Third place is Taipei, nearly 2 seconds off the lead pace. ISKL Panthers and ISB Panthers are neck and neck. That's something we may want to watch for 4th place. The IASAS record set by SAS back in 2016 is sub 4 minutes, which is blazing.
SAS has a very, very far lead by about 1 body length ahead of GIST and ISB. But following them is ISM, ISKL, and ISB, ISKL, and then ISM.
Yeah, it's really hard to hear. We've got bells ringing, we have drums, we have noisemakers going on all over the place. This is the last race of the tournament on the girls' side of the bracket, so lots of excitement. GIST remains in second, Taipei in third. We're coming up at the halfway point. The second leg will be touching off to the third leg. You certainly don't want to get disqualified here by jumping too early.
Oh, that was a beautiful dive from SAS. That's just full of grace, really. And we see a swimmer that's extremely strong come out of the water, and she breaks out of the water. And she is giving her team a very far head start. But these swimmers are starting to build up the pace, build up the energy, and let's see how they do in the end.
Bangkok has opened up about a half-length lead over ISKL. But it's really close for 5th place. ISKL and Manila. Also, Singapore is also about a half length of the pool ahead. GIST remains in second. About 2 seconds behind is Taipei. A lot of pressure here. This is the third leg. The anchor leg's the one where you often put your fastest. We'll see if they can make up time. That's going to be hard in some cases, but we're going to have a really close race for second. There's the handoff for Singapore. 3:07's their time. Doesn't look like they'll beat their seed time, though Melee is their fastest swimmer. A nice exchange by GIST, but also a good jump from Taipei. That's going to be close for second. ISKL Panthers are making up some ground for Bangkok. That's 3:34 for Bangkok, 3:37. The big question is, can Shi Zhao make up 3 seconds to get those extra points? The other question is, will second place be Jakarta or Taipei?
SAS is just dominating this competition right now. They are extremely promising team right now, but SAS is about to lap ISB, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
SAS
so
finishes first with a time of 4:08.09, followed by GIST. They are not completely done yet, but now they are at a time of 4:19.09, and TIS third with a time of 4:23.99. The other 3 teams are still swimming currently.
And it does look like a great closing leg for ISB Bangkok. I think that's Imalu who's going to come in 4th. She'll be well ahead of ISKL. I don't know if that'll be enough to close the point gap for 3rd place in the team competition. That's 4:44. That's 15 seconds after their team seed time. KL 4:53. They take 2 seconds off their time. And an amazing performance by Manila, 14 seconds off their seed time. Congratulations. Wow, SAS looks like they end with gold, and that's very likely also going to clinch their gold medal status.
Yeah.
Singapore probably is going to end up in silver, though they were touched out in that relay by GIST for that silver medal.
That was a very entertaining race. The crowd was going absolutely crazy, and the boys are walking in right now, and I think we can expect that exact same energy.
Wow, you have been here Thursday. You have watched all day Friday. You are now spending your weekend watching, and it comes down to this final race. It's beautiful weather, which is a great celebration in and of itself, that we're not weather delayed.
All right, so for lane 2, we have Team JIS Dragons with Raghav, Momosuke, Akhtar, and Daniel.
In lane 3, we have Taipei. That's Jaden, William, Ethan, and Justice.
In lane 4, we have SAS with Jacob, Darren, Finn, and Kai.
And in lane 5 is ISKL, Kosai, Ryan, Alan, and Ben.
And in lane 6, we have Peak, Rune, Kieran, and Sean.
And in lane 7, it's the Bearcats from Manila. That's Theo, Andrew, Andy, and Aaron.
Team ISP.
Let me see.
And Sean. Lane 7. Team ISP.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be fast, furious, and very loud. I can't even hear you up here, Shelby. We just see.
Okay, very difficult to hear what I'm saying as well.
When you can't hear your own words, you know it's loud and exciting, and this is the last race of the tournament, so go ahead and get off your couch or off your laptop and start cheering as loud as you can, because they're going to bring it home. It is a clean start off the blocks, and it looks like Singapore is off to an early lead despite a slow stop off the blocks. Great turn by JIS in lane 2. They're in first. Taipei's actually in second, and Singapore's in third.
JIS is having their swimmer for number 1 is has a lot of energy, and he's taking the lead for JIS, closely followed by TAS and SAS. But otherwise, the positions for
that's interesting. So JIS has decided to put Raghav, the gold medalist from the 50, clearly the best sprinter in the field, first. And he's already opened up a 1 body length lead over the field. Will JIS be able to hold on?
Momosuke starts preparing. He's in the pool, followed by SAS and TAS, as well as ISB and ISKL not too far behind.
ISKL also trying to keep pace. They're currently, I think, in 5th place, but this is really close for second. Momosuke swimming a great leg. He's keeping that lead, but certainly coming on strong for SAS is Darren. A really good turn by Darren as they go into their second 50. It's now only half a body length. We'll see what the splits are at this turn. It's 1 second separating first JIS, second Singapore, and another second for Taipei in third, though Taipei's making up ground. Williams putting on an incredible swim. Oh, it's
We have TAS and SAS nearly jumping in at the same time, but SAS still has a lead on TAS, but they are creeping up very quickly. We have ISB fighting for that position against SAS, and ISKL also fighting against ISB. So this is a very, very close competition, and the crowd is going actually insane.
You can't get more exciting than this, than to end this. We think we know who might be on the podium. It's going to be JIS, Taipei, and Singapore, but we have no idea what order. This is going to come down to the wire.
And we're on our last lap with JIS still in the lead, but TAS and SAS closely creeping up behind. It's going to be about 1 second difference, I believe. Maybe less. SAS and TAS are neck to neck. With JIS first, Singapore second, and TAS third.
It's the last leg, and there is so much splashing. They are kicking ferociously. Can they bring gold home for their teams? Oh, what a turn at the end there. That's Kai, who's already made up ground on Daniel from JIS.
I don't know if you guys can hear the background, but the crowd is feral right now, fighting for their teams. It is SAS seems to be in the lead against JIS, the champions, but TAS is following them very closely behind.
Oh, what a great turn by Daniel. That's going to be close. It is even. It's going to be fractions of a second coming home. Oh, here it comes.
And comes in first with a time of 3:42.44. And just second with 3:42.58, followed by Singapore 3:42.79. And ISB fourth, ISKL fifth, and ISM sixth. That was an incredibly amazing competition, Mr. Woodward. That was just incredible to see.
Oh my goodness, this place is going crazy. Just is clapping, but I thought they had it, but they were out-touched. At that point, it's just where you are on your stroke in terms of if you can touch quicker or not. But my goodness, that's 14 hundredths of a second after a 4x100, separating first and second, and then only another 0.2 of a second separating second and third. Might as well flip a coin.
And ISM is just finishing up here. They are cheering their last swimmer on. He's just past the 5-meter mark. And they finished with a time of 4:43.38.
Yeah, big chance from the parents of TAS, as that was an amazing comeback. Singapore third, just second, Taipei first, ISKL gets fourth. No, fifth. The Panthers out-touched them by 4 seconds. Panthers of ISB are fourth, and Manila comes in. Great to see that championship.
I just texted you. I don't
We see the TAS team cheering on their boys after their relay. They are ecstatic, followed by ISB, and we have the GIST Dragons over there. The team spirit is just off the walls. It's amazing to see this type of energy here at IASAS.
Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing and magical how, a few fractions of a second can cause so much joy. You see just a little bit disappointed, but I thought they had it down to the touch, and then somehow Taipei out-touched them.
I mean, I don't know what they're feeding those TAS kids, but they are on fire.
It was an amazing race. You can't go out from a spectator's perspective with a better ending than that when you have bronze, silver, gold separated by, what, a quarter of a second?
Yeah, it really comes down to that touch, how far you can stretch. I know when I was swimming, your coaches cannot stress enough how important it is to really stretch out your arm on that final stroke, and it really comes down to that. And sometimes you get jealous of the taller athletes, but regardless of how it is, you have to go as fast as you can and really put in all that determination into that last stroke.
Well, congratulations, GIST Dragons. You have a lot to be proud of. That was a swim for the ages, but the Taipei Tigers are the ones who go home with the final gold of the tournament.
And that is a wrap on IASAS 2023 here at ISKL. It was amazing to see all of these athletes. It was amazing to commentate with Mr. Woodward over here.
We are getting the final instructions, but thank you, Shelby, for joining me. What a great opportunity, what a great afternoon to celebrate.
Thank you so much for allowing me to join. I mean, if I hadn't asked yesterday, I don't think I'd be here today. And it's very nice to be able to see the pool from this perspective and to be able to commentate with you, Mr. Woodward.
Yeah, we have to give some other shout outs. A huge shout out to Seiko and Inotex and the ISKL team. They're the ones with all these amazing graphics. It's Raj and Pamela and Kartik and Lee and Charlotte and Kuna who've been doing all this camera work all the time. But definitely give some shout outs to them. ISKL Tech team, you're the best.
And shout out to Gatorade for keeping us hydrated.
nothing like promotional materials there, but truly all the people, Mr. Lawson, Mr. Stockman, Mr. Candler, everything that's been available here for all the athletes, so they have everything available. But also, you know, Shelby, all the families that are
all
hosting.
the parents, all their siblings, and you know, the athletes too, they make the event, and all of the energy and determination that they have really just make it a great experience overall.
And it's the parents who make the Parents Lounge such an inviting and warm and welcoming place, bringing in food all the time. So huge thanks. Yeah, this is incredible.
Well, with that being finished, we will be moving on to the award ceremony later. So don't forget to catch that and see all the medals presented and the final standings for the schools overall. I believe
yes, there may be a little bit of suspense, but it does appear as though the bracket that we had earlier will remain true. We don't want to announce that as official, but we also don't want to keep you in the dark. So I think just to go with what those points were before the relay and before the 50, for the girls, it was Singapore, then Taipei, then ISKL, then ISB. GIS and Manila, that's the order 1 through 5. For the boys before the relay and also before the other events, it was Taipei first, Bangkok second, KL third, Singapore fourth, GIS fifth, and Manila. But certainly seeing some of those performances, there's going to be some shifts. All right, I think you may want to see the final team scores. We're not going to stay on the air because we're not sure when that'll be announced. But wow, thank you for spending your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with IASAS. We know a lot of you are going to be jumping to other sports. We've got the touch and rugby finals coming up. Taipei looks like they may hold on for gold in girls basketball. Manila is going to go home with silver. And then we'll have the boys final coming up in a bit. But thank you so much. Congratulations. And what a great event. IASAS Swimming 2023.
Yeah.
All right, so we are back. There are some IASAS traditions that we're filming and they're just showing. So the tournament is over, but the celebrations will continue for a bit.
That is right. And there's still so much energy to share and to be expressed here at IASAS. So let's see what's in store for these athletes.
Yeah, there's lots of hugs. These teammates who've been in the pool at 6 a.m. day after day swimming for this event. So they take all the lane lines out, and there's some IASAS traditions which very likely none of these athletes have experienced before because we've had IASAS canceled.
Yeah.
A few seniors may have been freshmen. Okay, here come the announcements for the first traditions.
We are swimming. There is swimming after the pump party in the cafeteria area for all swimmers and coaches. Parents, they are like snacks for you. That is parents' food. We will find out where it is.
So some of the announcements taking place over the PA is that they will have their dinner prepared tonight. There is going to be a couple traditions here that they're going to do.
Do not swim under the bulkhead. The bulkhead is this thing right here.
Also, one important safety announcement.
The teams lined up. ISB first, then ISB, then ISKL continuing that order. You're here should be by the pool.
Okay, so this is the epic domino fall.
Oh.
Okay, so the domino fall, you have to line up all the way around. as many as you can, and then all at once you fall in. But you need to make sure you're spread out enough, I guess.
I have been at one IASAS before, and I
Apparently
recall this tradition, and it's very fun for the teams, and all of them are giggling, they're laughing when they're swimming up from under the water once they've fallen in. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, this gets to the amazingness of the friendships that are created. The challenge, of course, here is just getting everyone situated. We have what? 12 times 12, 144 athletes. Is that right? 16, 12 athletes each.
Okay, now we need you to move down. You must leave the bulkhead area clear. Do not use the bulkhead area.
So logistics, getting everyone lined up, but the dominoes fall is going to be pretty fun. If you're still online, you'll want to watch this. It's a pretty fun tradition. You can see all the parents have their cameras out. All the kids are ready to get wet.
We've got so many athletes that it's difficult to wrap around the pool here, but I think we are trying to make space.
Yeah, Mr. Candler is trying to get people to wrap all the way around the pool. It is a 50-meter pool, so sometimes you're just swimming in 25-meter pools and you go all the way around the pool. Maybe that's one minor disadvantage of a 50-meter pool. It's not quite all the same, but we'll find out. This is the first tradition. There's also another one that comes in that's pretty crazy and fun.
We can go on the shallow end.
All right, we're pretty close. Trying to get the warm-up pool all lined up.
This is the IASAS swimming domino.
Oh, dominoes, so not all at once.
One more time.
A tradition that goes for quite some time. It's going to be fun to watch. Oh, this is, have you ever seen so many human dominoes?
I have not. I really wish I was joining them right now. It is really hot today.
It is. These are some talented athletes who swum their hearts out and they were exhausted, but big smiles all around because it's a pretty fun tradition. So this is to avoid too much injury, so you're not falling too far. Looks like ISB is going to start it off. We see Liam and Hadley right next to each other. You got a few ladders in the way, but you carefully make sure you're all organized.
We've got some people already falling over, but in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you want to, if you fall, you don't want to pull everyone back. I wonder if this goes wrong as many times as it goes right.
All right, we're about to start the dominoes.
Here we go!
Here come the dominoes! Watch them go! Wow! That is pretty cool. Oh my goodness, look at those human dominoes. Wow. Oh, now this is a fun tradition too. I think this is called the whirlpool tradition. You have 144 pretty elite athletes. ISB Bangkok's coach is resisting the water, but no more. Congratulations, these coaches are amazing. Okay, so here's the whirlpool tradition. So you're in this pool, swimming around, creating a whirlpool. It gets faster and faster. That's pretty cool to see too.
That is. Yeah, we've got everyone swimming in the same direction, attempting to make a whirlpool. It's just a bunch of heads bobbing in the water right now.
Yes, the whirlpool tradition. Swimming and trying to get, you see if you can get enough momentum going that you just keep floating.
Oh, we've got the kids swimming at a more increased pace to try and get the
You even got the music going to try to get some rhythm. That is pretty cool, seeing all these big smiles on their faces, everyone in the pool, so many personal bests, some incredible celebrations.
Wow, these swimmers, this is looking like a lazy river rather than a whirlpool.
I think maybe that's a better description. Whirlpool sounds cool, but lazy river might be more reality. Oh, now you try to go the opposite direction and go against the current you've created.
Training for 2024. IASAS swimming will be in Jakarta.
Oh, they just announced that next year's IASAS will be in Jakarta for swimming. So JIS will have the home court.
Yeah, so a big shout out to the Dragons. They'll be hosting next year and super fun. The combination whirlpool or perhaps lazy river is now going in the opposite direction. This is officially clockwise for all of those you keeping score at home.
I think by the time we get this whirlpool going, IASAS next year will already be around the corner.
Did you hear that? The IASAS tradition of the something led by SAS.
The cowbell?
Oh yes, the cowbell. The cowbell tradition it is. Okay, here is the cowbell. They will lead this event. This is so fun.
They look like, he looks like a cow herder. He's herding all the swimmer cows.
Maybe this is the origin of the name. We'll have to go back in IASAS lore to find out how these traditions started.
Yeah.
Both you and even I may be too young for that. That's how long this is. If I am, 3 or 4 times your age?
I don't know about that one. Just turned 15. So that means you'd be 45.
Even older than that. So yeah, but IASAS has been, maybe about that old.
Okay, we have rounded up the cows.
Instructions are being given. Oh, you slapped the water. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that image. Wow. I hope you close your eyes while you do that. That's a lot of white water. Reminds you of like the 50 free going crazy.
Yeah, it does.
And there are some chants coming up. They bang the cowbell and then all yell in unison while splashing frantically. That is so cool.
That is really fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are watching may be pretty jealous. What a great day to be in a pool. It is spectacular. It is February and you're outdoor in the pool. Well, the last tradition, we will not stay on the air for too long, but I think it's called the IASAS pool party. They're throwing noodles, balls. This is where you just get to hang out with your friends.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of fun. little bit of fun before they end this tournament finally. And they all look
Oh,
excited.
Mr. Candler's trying to stay dry. Good luck with that. Mr. Candler is definitely not staying dry. The coach is getting the water.
Mr. Stockman is being chased as well. Oh no!
Mr. Petra and Mr. Stockman are being chased. But I do think Mizuki gets Mr. Stockman.
Oh, we've got one athletic director in the pool. We're trying to drag another coach over there.
I'm sure this is also part of the tradition. Pool party really means go find your coach and make sure they're wet. Oh my
the
goodness.
coaches like it as well. They've been sweating, working hard the entire 3 days.
Now I've been to the banquets for rugby, for basketball, for volleyball, but swimmers know how to do it well. It maybe goes back to Thursday morning. It looks like they have got Coach Petra, and he is in the water, complete with a flip. That's impressive. Yeah, but you know, Mr. Farrington started off with that big controversy, jumping right into it. Are swimmers the best athletes anywhere? Swimmers may think so, but now the new conversation is, do swimmers have the most fun?
I think they definitely do from the looks of it.
I don't know, next year at volleyball you may have to suggest a pool party, a dominoes as the conclusion.
Yeah. I won't be at IASAS in volleyball next year. I just tore my ACL. I got replacement surgery for my ACL, so I won't be playing sports for another year. So maybe I'll be at IASAS swimming next year.
IASAS swimming, yeah. ACL, go straight. That would be great. You'll be in Jakarta perhaps next year. It's so fun. We also see Liam in there with his little sister. Huge shout out to Liam and Hadley. They've made it so special. IASAS records going down nearly every day. Well, congratulations, IASAS 2023. I think we can watch the swimming and the pool party, but everyone may just get too jealous because you don't get to participate unless you're here at IASAS.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like so much fun. I mean, I think it really will encourage kids to start participating in swimming, and hopefully we see more students next year.
You even got the selfie GoPros in the water to try to remember these times. Congratulations, ISKL. Congratulations, Singapore. Congratulations for the belly flop competition now taking place.
Congratulations to all the schools that took part in this year's IASAS. It was such a fun time commentating, such a fun time spectating, and we hope the athletes, the parents, and the coaches all had a great time this year.
That's right. Thank you so much, Shelby. I think we'll sign off. Congratulations to our tech team. Congratulations to INATEX. Congratulations to Seiko. Congratulations to our officials. Congratulations to the parents, everyone who watched and made this possible. IASAS 2023 swimming is a wrap unless you can make it here and jump in the pool.
Bodies there, there's food and drink. Our visiting parents.